I'm 94 years old and I can stand up without using my hands. Most people in their 40s can't do that anymore. Go ahead, try it. Right now. Don't use your hands. Just stand up. If that felt harder than it should, you're already closer to where I've seen too many people end up. People think living longer is the goal. 90, 100, blow out more candles, take more pictures. That's not the goal. The goal is getting out of your own chair without needing help. The goal is walking to your own bathroom without holding onto a wall, like it's the last thing keeping you upright. I live alone in Asheville, North Carolina. Small house, quiet street. I drive myself to the grocery store down the road, carry my own bags, and yes, I still walk around my block every morning. Not fast, not pretty, but steady. That's what matters. The funny thing is, people see me and think I got lucky. Good genes, strong bones, some kind of secret. I didn't get lucky. I watched what happens when you don't use your body. I've seen strong people, stronger than me, stronger than you, lose everything that mattered to them. Not in some big dramatic moment, not from some sudden illness. It started small, real small. They sat down a little more than usual, skipped a walk here and there, took the easier option one too many times. Nobody noticed, not even them. Until one day standing up wasn't simple anymore. And once that starts, it doesn't go in reverse the way people think it does. I didn't learn this from a doctor or a book. I learned it the hard way, watching someone I thought would never slow down begin to fade right in front of me. He used to move faster than anyone in the family. My Aunt Evelyn never sat still. Worked years at a textile mill in South Carolina on her feet all day. Came home, cooked, cleaned, walked to church on Sundays. If you told me back then she'd end up unable to walk across her own driveway, I would have laughed right in your face. Then she retired. Nothing dramatic happened. No injury. No diagnosis. Just a little more sitting. A little more TV. Meals got easier, boxed, canned, whatever didn't take effort. She stopped walking to places she used to go without thinking. At first, nobody noticed. That's how it always starts. A year or two in, she moved slower, said her legs felt tired. Then came the cane. Not full-time, just for balance. That's what she told us. By the time she was in her mid-60s, she couldn't walk to the end of her driveway without stopping. Same woman who used to work 8-hour shifts standing up. The moment I can't forget wasn't some big scene, it was quiet. One afternoon I saw her trying to get to the bathroom. She wasn't in pain. She wasn't sick. She just couldn't hold herself up long enough to get there without help. She looked at me and it wasn't fear on her face, it was embarrassment. That stuck with me more than anything. That's when it hit me. People don't wake up one day and suddenly lose their legs. They lose them in pieces. One skipped walk, one easy choice. One day of I'll do it tomorrow. And by the time they realize what's happening, standing up isn't something they can just decide to do anymore. I wish I could tell you. I changed my life right there and never looked back. I didn't. For a few years after that, I did exactly what most people do. I got busy. I ate whatever was quick. I skipped moving when I felt tired. Put on a little weight. Told myself I'd fix it when things settled down. They never settle down, by the way. But every now and then I'd remember my aunt standing there, unable to make it to her own bathroom without help. That image has a way of showing up when you're reaching for something you know you shouldn't. So I didn't make a big plan. No gym membership. No new life starts Monday nonsense. I just started small. Eggs in the morning. Not every day, but most days. Added beans, chicken or fish when I could. Started putting something green on my plate instead of pretending a potato counted as a vegetable. Nothing fancy, just real food more often than not. Then I started walking just around the block. Some mornings I didn't feel like it. Some mornings it was cold enough to make you question your life choices. I went anyway. In my kitchen, I'd hold on to the counter and sit down, stand up. A few times, nothing impressive. Just making sure my legs didn't forget what they were supposed to do. I didn't do it perfectly. Still don't. But I kept one rule. I never let myself skip more than 2 days in a row. That's it. People are always looking for some complicated routine. I didn't have one. I just didn't stop long enough for my body to start shutting things down on me. I tried to get my husband to walk with me. Daniel spent his whole life working construction. Strong man. The kind who could carry things most people wouldn't even try to lift. When he retired, I told him, "Come with me in the mornings, just around the block." He looked at me like I was crazy. "I've walked enough for one lifetime," he said. "I'm done." And for a while, it didn't seem like a big deal. He was still moving around the house, still doing things his way. But slowly, without either of us really noticing at first, things started changing. He used the railing more on the stairs, took longer getting up from the couch, said his legs felt off. That word again. A couple years later, standing up wasn't automatic anymore. He'd pause, lean forward, push with his arms. You could see it happening step by step. One day he looked at me and said, "I didn't think it would happen this fast." That's the part people don't understand. It always feels slow until it's not. My friend Sharon was different. She did everything right. Doctor visits, good numbers, no major health issues. On paper, she was healthier than both of us. But she didn't move, drove everywhere, sat most of the day. When her balance started going, it went quick. First the walker. Then she needed help just getting around her own place. Eventually, assisted living. Healthy didn't help her stand up. My sister Diane, that one still gets me. 4 years younger than me. Loved her recliner, loved her snacks, said she was fine. Every time I brought it up. One fall in the bathroom. Broken hip. After that, she never really got back to where she was. I drove myself to her funeral. Sat there thinking how strange it is to be the older one still on your feet, watching everyone else slowly lose theirs. I still walk every morning, even on the days I don't feel like it. Some mornings my knees complain. Some mornings it's cold, or I'd rather sit with my coffee a little longer. I go anyway. Not because I enjoy it every time, but because I've seen what happens when you stop. People think losing independence happens late in life. It doesn't. It starts when you begin choosing comfort over movement again and again, until your body forgets what it was built to do. If there's one thing I've learned from all of this, it's simple. Your legs are your life, not your age, not your test results, not what your doctor says is normal. If you can stand up, walk, carry yourself without help, you still have your freedom. And once that starts slipping, everything else follows faster than you expect. I couldn't change what happened to my husband. I couldn't fix what my sister went through. Those are lessons that don't leave you. But you still have time. Stand up more. Walk a little every day. Eat like your body matters, because it does. And don't wait for some perfect plan. There isn't one. If stories like this mean something to you, real stories about life advice, stories about advice from grandparents, stories about life lessons that actually come from living, then take a second and subscribe to the channel. Not for me. Do it for yourself. Because sometimes the most important advice you'll ever hear doesn't come from experts. It comes from people who've already paid the price for getting it wrong.